start of the new year, wishing to cut down on expenses, you are certainly not alone. A recent Finder survey shows 1 in 4 Aussies are extremely stressed about their financial situation, while a further half are somewhat worried.
Now, to make matters worse, every year we collectively pay $4.5 billion because of our loyalty to certain companies. Now, that's about $331 per person. So what should you give up in 2024? Well, for more, let's bring in personal finance expert at Finder, Sarah Megginson. Good morning to you, Sarah. So loyalty tax costing us billions. Just explain exactly what that means.
Yeah, sure. So loyalty tax is a premium that you pay when you are loyal to a brand or a provider for a number of years, and you don't kind of take the time to compare and make sure you're not paying too much. And as you said, collectively we're spending $4 billion on this, so it's something we're all kind of guilty of. And it happens when we get into that set and forget mentality with our bills. So, you know, often you might get car insurance or you get a new mobile phone. You set up the plan and then you don't really think about it again because our payments are automated. But, you know, $4 billion, there is a huge amount of money on the table here for us to save.
Yeah, that is a staggering amount of money. So break it down for us, Sarah. What are some of the most common areas where we can actually save a lot of that money by switching?
Yeah, so almost all areas of your household budget are up for grabs here. One of the big ones is car insurance. For a lot of us, we get car insurance. The renewal comes in, it automatically gets paid, and we don't really think about it. For me, car insurance is something that I get the renewal and I take it as a first offer. So I always shop around and make sure I'm not paying too much. Almost always save a couple of $100s there. Telcos is another big one. You can even bundle your mobile phone with your internet and save money there. A big one we often talk about is streaming. We can sign up to so many different streaming platforms and end up spending hundreds of dollars a year and hardly even use them. Gyms, of course, in the new year, it's a really good time to think about whether you actually use the gym and whether that money is going to good use. So, you know, it's all areas of your budget, really. It's a matter of just spending a little bit of time engaging with it. And my view is, you know, don't pay a loyalty tax to the banks and the providers. Be loyal to yourself and make sure that you're not spending too much money.
One thing that gets me is when you see that there are these incentives for new customers to sign up that are not afforded to the customers who are already there. What chance do you have if you contact your current provider and say, you got to do better or I'm going?
Yeah, that's 100% right. These providers are not loyal to you. So make sure you can always call them. It never hurts to call. And I can't tell you how many times I've made a phone call to a bank or to an insurer and gotten a better deal, or I've asked them to give me what they're offering to new customers. I've only ever once had them say no. It was an an energy provider. So I went to a different energy provider and I saved a ton of money. So it's just, you know, my advice is to kind of spend 30 minutes every pay doing your budget, paying your bills, and then looking at where you can kind of tap away at some of these items and save some money. It could add up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year more in your pocket than theirs.
That's good advice, actually, if you do it gradually like that, 30 minutes each pay, rather than letting everything become overwhelmed and you try and do it all at the end of the year. How can we make sure we're not paying a big loyalty tax?
The biggest one, you know, comes with your home loan. A lot of people are really loyal to banks, especially the big 4 banks, and they're often not the best deal. So it's really worth shopping around there. You know, this run of interest rate increases we've had has added an average of $15,000 to the average $600,000 mortgage. So it's just such a huge sum of money. By calling your bank first to see if you can get a better deal, that's a great place to start, and then compare and see what else is out there. There's a huge opportunity to save money.
Yes, indeed, and people can actually get onto the Finder website too, which had comparisons on all sorts of ways that you can save money. Thank you so much, Sarah. We really appreciate all of your insights this morning.
Thank you so much.
Now we have to remember that. Don't leave it all until the end.
You know there's a big chance that we will.
I know, but Sarah's telling us, no.
Don't do it. Break it down, compartmentalise.
Exactly. Listen to what she says. She knows stuff.